Hello everyone, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 with the Tomb Kings. I'm trying another experiment. We'll see how this goes. Gray screen wise. However, we have things to do. For example, we have finished the Altar of Joff, which is a pretty good building. Plus 5 canopic jars, plus 6 untainted and halberds. That's always good. But the big thing is that I want the Grand Temple of Joff, which doubles the canopic jars and untainted and gets me a Necrosphinx instead of Tomb Guard. And given how incredibly, absurdly good Necharn constructs are, yeah. Khemri can also hit tier 5, which doesn't really do much for me aside from letting me recruit one of those tier 5 statues. Granted, the tier 5 statues can be pretty terrifying in a fight, I'm not going to lie, but you know what you'd think of normally, eh? Also, the Coast of Erebay leveled up got to the point where I can get to level 5, it seems. And that's going to get me... that'll get me Necropolis Knights with halberds. That's going to be interesting, because I'm curious on how those are going to perform. They're obviously the anti-cavalry of the Tomb Kings. Those always exist, or possibly anti-monster cavalry, depending on how you look at it. Which one is better? I'd be curious to hear your... They're better at, rather. I'd be curious to hear your opinion on. I might not agree with it in some points, but I'm always willing to listen to people's opinions. After all, just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean you're not listening to them. And that's something a lot of people these days need to learn, eh? Now, F off!
Ever onward!
F off! Whatever your name is. However your name is said.
Highborn.
We've got 2 rogue armies that I want to smash to bits for the simple reason that they have the books that I want. This guy can encamp and replenish his troops. Cetra is still working on it. This guy, however, is basically replenished, and this guy is mostly replenished.
Address me as your highness.
Alright. I do want full stacks for attacking these guys, just because, yeah. But I'm thinking I'm going to have these 2 guys go after this group, and these 2 go after this group. Also, that reminds me, where is my boatman? I shouldn't abandon my boatman.
Nekara rises from the sands.
Just enough to get to that sea corpse. What will you give me? Hopefully something good. 1.8k gold pieces. I can't complain. I blew a lot of my money this turn, but I can't complain. Because ultimately, money is to be spent. Also, wow, Khemri is making me 1,200 gold pieces. If I saw a province doing that as the dwarves, I'd be wondering what the hell was going on, but no. No, the Tomb Kings look at that and go, fuck the hell, yes. Khemri alone makes 10% of my income. A lot more than 10% of my taxes. Rich place, that. Alright, the Lord not move.
Your king's slaves.
Will you fully replenish this turn? No, you won't. Exam then. Then in the turn. Let me interested to see what the Heralds Empowered will really do to my strategic situation. Obviously, if you're in a brawl with a roughly equal empire, it'd be a massive game changer, but the Tomb Kings campaign isn't really about brawling with other empires. It's about just going, okay, I don't really care about your trespassing penalty. I'm just going to have most of my armies sit around and 2 of them go out and smash rogue armies to bits. Because, you know, while I could fight these rogue armies one-on-one, fair fights are for losers. And I mean that as directly as you can understand. If you're fighting fair, you're probably going to lose. Because a fair fight means there's a 50% chance of your losing. And who the hell wants to gamble on a coin flip on life or death? I mean, unlife or true death, I guess, but... I probably shouldn't laugh at my jokes. Whatever. Look at all these groups doing things that I can't really bring myself to care about. 'Cause it's pretty much just a giant pointless little pile of shit. Oh, nice. The Lich Priest leveled up. What can I do for you, sir? He's got a skeletal steed. Trap Soul might not be bad just for the causes terror. That's actually fairly rare in the Tomb Kings outside of their big constructs. What else do I like to use? Let's get to Joff's Incantation of Cursed Blades. It's hard to argue with being able to give anyone anti-large at plus 16. That's plus 16 melee attack, effectively, after all. Looks like next turn, Cetra is full up. If I can camp you... 2 turns, you're full up. You're full up in 2 turns.
Cetra does not serve.
He seems to be missing something, but I can't tell what. Archers? Tomb Guard? I'm going to have people just pointing out in the comments, Archangel, you bloody moron! It's XYZ! But, looking at this, all I'm seeing I'm missing is Tomb Guard, so I'm going to recruit him a unit of Tomb Guard while he replenishes the rest of them. His Tomb Guard are pretty good. Anyway, more population surplus to work on. There's Moss, which I can get to tier 4, very nice. Shifting Sands only has a 1, though. Can I do anything with that? No, I cannot. Good to know. I can get Hyero Titans and Necrosphinxes. Oh, yes. Oh, that's going to be tasty and scary. Mostly tasty. But look at this. I'm making 31 jars a turn. If you start building up your jar production, you can get a lot of canopic jars rolling a turn. To the point that things like the Rite of Geheb aren't actually too useful to you. Also, I'm kind of sad that we're never going to really see Petra's Necrotect because I took over all of Nehekra before he could actually do anything. Before it got to the point where he could actually do anything useful. Also, good grief, these guys are running away so fast, my Necrotech can't catch up to bully them into stopping moving.
Address me as your highness.
2 turns until you do the thing. 2 turns until you do the thing. You can just do the thing right now, but I want to move in groups of 2 in case I get ambushed by some jackass. Because really, let's be frank. I'm confident in my ability to take anything to 1v2. Yeah. Heck, 2v2 even, because my armies are generally built around a fair few monstrous creatures and an infantry line. As Nehekra. So, yeah. I wonder how viable an all-construct army is for them, honestly. Like, obviously you need to have a fair few Necrotechs in, maybe 2 or 3. But their constructs are really scary, so if you keep Necrotechs around, you might be able to do some really nasty stuff. And nasty in the good sense.
What tribute do you offer the great king of Nehekra?
How about you jump up your own ass and die, Queek? You're a Skaven. I trust you about as far as I could throw you. Granted, Cetra could probably throw Queek pretty far, but I refer to myself as in the player. Not the immortal god king of Nehekra, chosen of the sun, that is Cetra. I still do love that it takes about 10 minutes for them to... Sorry, that takes about an hour to recite all his titles canonically. Ah, and Cetra is level 30, I'm willing to bet, because I just got the Sphinx of Usek. That's actually a pretty good cultist. Ah, Moran's camp. Did they do anything with you? No. This used to be the max level for Legendary Lords. Remember when that was the thing? You had a max level Legendary Lord and that was really cool? At 30? Well, now that happens at 40. Embalmed Elixir might be good for dealing with his fire weakness. Because I've given him regeneration as well, so it's going to get even worse. But Return in Madness gets you physical resist, so going for that. I now have 22% physical resist on Cetra. Next turn, I move out with you.
Greatness
Next turn, I move out with you, because I do want, as I said, full stacks. I know I'm playing this little paranoia, but... well... paranoid doesn't mean wrong, you know? Wrath of the Creator. Go, go, go for more damage.
Advance!
Admittedly, you're having trouble even catching up to your opposition at this point. Oh god. Why? They have Arachnaroks and they have Cygors. And shielded Minotaurs, and of course they have Centaurs with great weapons who have the very irritating trait of Rowdy. Which means until their leadership wavers, they don't get tired. And oh god, that's terrifying. And it also stacks with not only having Vanguard deployment innately, but Primal Fury. Look at all those stat buffs for above 50% leadership. Yeah, Centaurs are pretty scary cavalry for a group not really known for its cavalry. King Rakosh leveled up, and I don't believe... what are you even doing, mate? Oh, you're the lazy fucker just sitting around doing nothing. Well, if you're just going to sit around and be a guard, ultimately, sir,
Submit to your king.
may as well at least make you do something and make me some canopic jars.
Charge course!
Canopic jars are pretty useful. Obvious statement, but... next turn, we move out and we poke things with a stick. Practically start getting into position to poke things with a stick, because there are many things to poke with sticks. Thank goodness I can always see where these armies are, because otherwise I get very annoyed very quickly. I wonder, what happens if I toggle the winds of magic? They don't seem to be blowing very strongly over here. Oh my, you can see rituals on the map. I forgot about that. Too bad I don't give a shit. You know, I'm Cetra. What have you done that I should care for?
Crack the lash!
I still wonder what you do with Necrotechs in, like, actual combat besides throw them near your constructs. Like, do they actually... are they any good in close quarters, basically? Or are they just squishy wizards? Also, man, I cannot wait for the vaults to complete because of both the power reserve and the magic resist. Mass scale magic resist is... in the turn. We'll finally be able to start moving out and smashing the hell out of everything I don't like. It looks like the High Elves sent an intervention to Hexawaddle. To absolutely nobody's surprise. It's like the two groups are trying to gain control of the vortex. I know, it's weird. It's like there's something going on besides the hunt for these books. Fleshlings. It's like they've never had an overdue fee before. Cetra may be God King of Nehekara, but he doesn't control the librarians. Come on, game. I still want to try and trade with Exiles from the Heck to see if I can. I'll probably have diplomatic penalties with them because of the fluff for them being... that Cetra basically told him, don't ever come before me again unless you have a way to make us actually look like people instead of skeletons, or I'm going to murder the hell out of you. Obviously a simplification, but chaos came. Lovely. Have at least 250 canopic jars at the start of my turn in 19 turns. I think I can do that. You know, I think I can... Jarhead! Oh, that's awful. Jarhead. That's awful. You're not a Marine. Granted, there are a few jokes I'd like to make on that subject, but...
Greatest.
Alright, keep marching towards Cetra. I do kind of want to see what the Chariot of the Gods can do in battle, just see if it can outkill Kitty, but... I wonder if Krokgar is actually going to declare war on me for this, because I have a lot of troops moving into his territory. 4 stacks is the kind of thing that I could use to demolish his entire place and just... cut him to pieces. I do like that the Lords from are level 1, it makes your life a lot easier. Thank you for giving me something to bully. Evil must be turned from its nefarious course by any means necessary. You know, with how grudgy they are, some people would argue that the Tomb Kings are evil, especially given that, you know, slave labor is considered standard operating procedure. But hey, I've never claimed to be the good guys in this Let's Play so far, I believe. Except in relative to fucking Nagash. I don't like him very much. I do not like him very much at all. Or rather, I like him, but Cetra would not. Like, if you told someone, hey, isn't that Nagash's swell fellow around Cetra, you'd either have to be a jester of some sort that would be deliberately saying stupid things, and even then there's a 50% chance you get stabbed and burned to death, or you get stabbed and burned to death.
Bless me.
Yeah, whatever, keep buffing my Tomb Princes, I guess? I kind of want to recruit one just to see how high level they are right now, honestly. No, I want to hear. Level 7. Aggressive is one of the better ones because of the weapon strength, but the armor and melee defense is also tempting. They also have spread public order and training, both of which are really tempting. We haven't really looked at them. They're probably exclusively killers, though, which makes them kind of useless because the Tomb Kings only have one Lord type. It's kind of disappointing, honestly. A lot of the other races have alternative Lords. But no, the Tomb Kings just have Tomb Kings. There's no, like, Wizard Tomb King or Melee Tomb King. There's just Tomb King. Alright then, let's end the turn. I've blocked this army, and I'm moving down with 2 stacks. If I can, I'll use Cetra's forces to kill both armies, but I don't expect to come out nearly unscathed enough to rapidly deploy against them. And of course, I might just lose. I have no idea how powerful these armies are, or if they have any special gimmicks in battle that come from holding books of the greatest necromancer and greatest mage to ever live. That was a human. And even then, it's arguable given how absurdly powerful Nagash is. Yeah, he was actually powerful enough that I'm legitimately wondering if he can outdo the greatest of Elven mages who made the Vortex. And of course, the first generation Slann who did things like, this entire continent is now cleared of daemons. How? Fuck you. That's how. Oh, goody. He's walking right towards us. That makes my life a lot easier. We're probably not going to get in both battles this episode, ladies and gentlemen, just because of time constraints, but... What? Okay, yeah, I'm going to sacrifice 40 canopic jars, because more money and more income from trade. Come on. Plus, I'm not Egypt. I should be taking good care of my rivers. Egypt considered the Nile very important because it was basically the source of all their farmland.
Everything.
And, people like to eat.
My harem.
I know that's an obvious statement, but
Priest
yeah.
of greatest dynasty.
You two guys are just going to keep moving down towards this general area. You're going to keep trying to block this army as much as you can and possibly get some level ups in the process. Level 10, thank you. You can now get inscription of repair and start upgrading these. I'm hoping I can get multiple of these and not just one, because otherwise it's kind of annoying. Also, I liked that word, necrotextural. It's like architectural, only with dead things. Still, inscription of repair for the capacity. Oh, yep. It says that it locks the others, but it doesn't say that for the big ones, which makes me wonder if that will actually happen. I'm probably going to invest in statuesque sentinels, though, because I don't really want to use Tomb Scorpions that much. Then again, you don't really get many Necropolis Knights, and I am curious on if they're any bloody good or not. I might just build an extra army once the heralds are empowered, and I can actually poke that with a stick. Metaphorical stick, mind, not actual stick. I'm probably not going to just start poking my computer with an actual stick. Much as occasionally I am a fan of the boot method of technological support. Ugh. Why is that a thing? No one likes campaign line of sight. It's pretty rubbish. Why are you a follower? Stop being terrible. At least I'm going to load more coin because of Flowing River. Trade producing buildings don't give you income. Trade good producing buildings aside from your gold mines. But the income from trade up is... Actually, how many gold mines do I have? There's an... I could count them, or I could go here and divide by 10. I'm producing 15... Wait. Hang on. Something mathy is going on and screwy here. You can't divide 15 by 10. Oh, they make 5 each. Okay, never mind. Your friendly Let's Player is just a moron. If you hadn't noticed that by now. Resurrection I don't care for. Legion's Rise. I'm probably going to do that next turn just to try and screw around with the Necropolis Knights and a cavalry and construct-based army primarily. And Jarhead I'm probably just going to get anyway because I'm saving up for... What was I saving up for? I guess I get the Venom Knights of Asaph. I'm going to screw around with that army, but Crook and Flail of Radiance might not be bad either. Scorpion armor, I'm not interested in it. Much as it's probably a pretty good thing, especially once you get low on health for damage resist. Meh. I think I built the Vambraces of the Sun in all honesty. Though again, they would go well with Citra. Oh no, it tells you if you built the unique. Funnily enough, arcane items don't have a unique. All the other ones have a unique. Ah, you can tell if it's reusable. See? Right there. This can be crafted awakened multiple times. Remember when 10,000 gold pieces looked like a lot of money? Remember that? 800 canopic jars is still a lot of jars, though. Well, next turn, assuming everything goes to plan, we're going to be fighting Abhishek Bloodgatherer. Him and his army of mostly monstrous creatures and monstrous infantry. Why do you exist? No forest penalty large units. Who decided these should exist? How do I kill them? Who do I kill for this atrocity? Looking at the army setups and how much anti-large my forces have.
My harem. Citra the imperishable.
It might be better to use these two because they have a total of 7 of the Tomb Guard, and they also have the artillery.
My will be done.
And a Casket of Souls. But I have Stalkers here, Sepulchral Stalkers, and they should do pretty good. I still do have 6 cards of June Guard, actually, now that I look at it, along with 2 cards of Stalkers, 1 Regiment of Renown. I think Great Bow Shabti are going to just absolutely annihilate any monstrous creatures I point them at. At least that's my hope. I suppose in the end it comes out to this. We're going to have to see what happens, because I don't actually know. I'm probably going to do it with Center, though, just for the sake of I want to see what the hell the Chariot of the Gods can do in a fight. Because again, if it manages to be better than Kitty at just running around and stomping on things, like Kitty's just, I'm going to just go, okay, go over there, smash stuff, keep going. That's going to be amazing, and I'll probably keep it. If not, though, back to the Necrosphinx for the Cetra. Like, I get that the Chariot is his fluff mount, but there's a limit on how far I'm going to go and fluff for gameplay, and that limit isn't actually very far. Otherwise, I'd be bringing like 12 stacks of skeleton warriors and throwing them at everything. And if I lost a stack, I just go, okay, next. Because Tomb Kings and the Fluff are basically unstoppable. When they're actually feeling serious, to my impression. Alright, you bugger, are you moving toward me? You're going to make my life easier. Thank you very much, sir. Maybe I'm going to get to smash you to pieces. I'll probably, if I can't get him this turn, though, I'll have the Necrotech to bully him. Ah, great incantation of Gahab. Perfect timing. Tomb Swarm, gimme. Sure, it cost me gold pieces, but, I don't give a shit. Actually, doesn't that level up Cetra's trait to High King of Nehekara instead of Kemerkara? Yes, it does! More money! From raiding, mostly, because you don't really want your main legendary lords just sitting around in your home going, I'm just gonna scratch my butt. Basically. Again, the crown is pretty good because of that AoE armor damage and charge bonus. Definitely keeping the Blessed Blade because that public order all provinces. That's just delicious. There's a swamp there. That's a problem.
Find my harem.
Can I attack these guys?
Challenge me. Destroy them.
No, I cannot attack them. Not with either force. But hopefully they're not going to run away, and I can move Apo down here.
Servants.
Otherwise, it's going to get very awkward.
I deign to move.
Intes over here.
Now we go.
And you're eating attrition. What the hell?
Disobey. My will be done.
I hate swamps.
Arise, legions.
Alright, which dynasty was I working on? I was working on the 5th dynasty, yeah, because I wanted the artillery buffs. The guy isn't too good compared to the 3rd dynasty, which gets me more tradable resources, but I prefer the units that I get from the 5th dynasty, even if Lich Administrators would have been very useful right now to have. The 5th dynasty, back to work.
More rape? Righto. Alrighty then. Work.
I'm dating myself there, aren't I? Another Necrosphinx. I'm really curious on how these things play in a fight. Actually, I did say I'd recruit a new lord, didn't I? But first, spending money. One of the most important things you can do. More Ushabti capacity, please. More Canopic Jars, please. Grand Temple of Joff completed. I'll hike and upgrade. That means I can get you the Royal Menagerie, the Undead Fleet Port for more trade income and technically more growth. Not that this place needs it anymore. Let's get you a War Sphinx so I can have another kitty. Kitty's been good performing. And a Hyera Titan just for good measure. Isn't there a right that gives me a higher Lord recruit rank? Yes, there is. I think I'll wait until I can perform the Great Incantation of Tahoth then. So, I can get a better Lord. I figure that makes sense. Hopefully this guy doesn't decide, oh, I'm going to attack these 2 marching armies, because that'd be kind of annoying. Still, looking at this full army, it's got a pretty scary front line of Savage Orc Big Guns and Vestigors. I'm not sure how that's going to fare, though, given Savage Orcs do completely lack armor. They replace it with 25% physical resist across the board. I think it's across the board? It seems across the board. And also Frenzy, which makes them even scarier. Vestigors, though, are just pretty damn solid AP Great Axe Infantry. The issue is the many, many big things that make up most of their army. Hopefully my big things can, if not break them, at least clash with them hard enough that they won't crumple instantly. A Necrosphinx or 2 would not go amiss against that army, honestly.
Glade Lord.
This army, on the other hand, it's got Temple Guard. I'm scared. Like, this worries me, this scares me. Which one am I going to get first, anyway? The Canopin Jars and Research Rate, and then I get a load of Canopin Jars in one lump. Might actually wait till I get this guy, too, then. As well as waiting for the, Great Incantation of Tahoth. Still, I will be running a brutal business, which should help me in close combat a bit, I think. Good grief, 71 weapon strength. 99 weapon strength. Heck, even these guys, heck, even Great Bow Shabti have pretty good weapon strength. He doesn't get much of a buff, though, but that's because monstrous creatures shit weapon strength and crap AP damage most of the time. Are there any monstrous creatures that don't actually have massive amounts of AP damage? Serious question here. Are there any? Because I can't actually think of any off the top of my head, aside from maybe dragons, and even then I'm not sure. Dragons have the whole, I'm breathing on you and you die trick. I went through these, I went through these. Alright, Grand Temple finished though, so now we have a total untaintedness of 15. We're going to have a taint of 20. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. If it weren't for the fact that I'm using Khemri as my main recruitment point, I'd probably replace the Nehecaran Citadel with the other one, the Nehecaran Estate. Royal Burial Chamber. I wanted to call it an estate. I don't know why I wanted to call it an estate. I can occasionally be a bit silly. Still, artillery, yum. Chariots I don't like, but artillery I very much like. Let's end the turn. What are you going to do, Rogue Army? Are you going to throw yourself at me, or am I going to throw myself at you? Because that's the only choice you're going to be making here, dude. Who attacks and who defends? It's a good choice. If they attack me, I am very confident in my victory, because I will be able to assign my troops into a gigantic line and just use sheer weight of numbers to overwhelm their monstrous creatures. But if I attack them, I will have to deal with reinforcing army gubbins. Normally I try and use my armies to flank them so I can get a better position on the reinforcements, but against a monstrous creature-focused army like this one, I just think trying to clash it is going to be better. Smash, 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 smash is basically going to be my strategy here. Do you attack? No, you run like a bitch. Oh. lightning strike with a level 1 lord. In Swamp, when spiders have Strider by default, many that don't care about that. I really hope this is an actual barrier, not just Swamp. If it's an actual barrier, I have a chance here. If it's just Swamp, I'm fucked. Let's go. I'm gonna take as many of them down with me as I can because I want these buggers dead. The second army, I have confidence is going to be able to just gut them and tear them apart because I will kill things with this army. This force is not the kind that will go down easy. I simply have too many good quality infantry and too high quality artillery for it to go crumple. The only question is, what do I target the artillery on? I am thinking the Centaurs because of their vigor. Because perfect vigor is something I am very afraid of ever since I've tried some Bretonnia goes and found that Grail Knights can brawl with most heavy infantry and win as long as you get a good charge off first. Perfect vigor is scary. Questing Knights are also very, very scary, I'll note. The ability to shit out AP damage at a rate even higher than Grail Knights, honestly, it makes Questing Knights really nasty. Of course, they don't have perfect vigor, so once they're tired, they're actually tired, but yeah. Oh, great, it's a swamp. I really hope the AI isn't smart. It's probably going to be smart, unfortunately. You actually have Stalk, if memory serves, so I'm going to place you... Wait, this is actually a barrier! It's actually a barrier! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a choke point map! I might just pull this off! I don't have much confidence, but I might just pull this off now. If that's a true barrier, it's not just screwing with me. No, I don't want the archers right behind them. I want the halberdiers right behind so they can wade in and kill the monstrous creatures that will be trying to punch through my lines. The archers are for being back here and putting in a bit of an extra arrow fire into their faces. You four, put you behind the archers just to try and smash anything that gets through. Tomb King up in the front, you over here, you right here, I guess. Let's hope that the AI wasn't screwing, the map wasn't screwing with me. So you do magical armor piercing damage, so you're going to screw over everything here. I'm not saying I had sword. I had truly forgotten that. I wish I hadn't remembered. Oh good, it's targeting the Centaurs because they put them in the front like a bunch of lunatics anyways. This is a very scary, very monster army. Centaurs, in case they didn't make it clear, they're basically knockoff centaurs. Cygor is artillery, and oh god. Yeah, the Cygor is artillery. Haha. I'm not pulling my good troops out yet because I'm waiting for things like the Iraqi rock to get stuck in so I can plow into that with my halberds. The fact that the Minotaurs have shields is very double plus on good, however. However, the Savage Orc Big Guns still have the whole gimmick of anti-lark? Yes, they do, but alright, we're seeing actual charging issues. The only question now, can my front line hold well enough to pull this off? Also, I'm plumping a Tune Swarm down right here just to try and screw up their massive lump of infantry. They can't push any further due to my troops being there, and oh god, I've already activated tier 1 this quickly, 158 are dead. Oh, Tune Swarm doesn't care about friendly fire. Good grief, that's nice. Feed more troops into the grinder! Victory is required. This has already gotten a very respectable 77 kills. Given I've only killed about 120, actually 170 things, it's got about, yeah, I'd say 40% of my kills. Okay, fuck, that Iraqi rock is finally getting shot to bits. The more mundane Tomb Guard are, oh god, this Tomb Scorpion is getting bullied to death by Minotaurs with shields. I really hate Minotaurs. Okay, looking at the numbers in the lower left, at the lower bit, I'm not doing too bad. Like, my monstrous creatures are getting chopped to pieces, as are my monstrous infantry, but as long as my front line continues to hold, I might be able to do some really scary damage here. Why did it do that? Their boys are complete trash, though. Guard do not seem to be killing very much. No surprise. How are my archers doing kill-wise? Pretty trash. Again, not surprised. Monstrous creatures focused army, kill counts are going to be pretty low, while actual threats are around. Meanwhile, things like these Minotaurs aren't chewing through my troops. The big guns are chewing through my troops. I don't even want to think about this Iraqi rock and how much it's actually dealt my lines. And of course, the fucking Cygor has killed 178 forces out of 410 dead. As I said previously, the question at this point is not victory. The question is how badly can I hurt them. Right now, I don't think I can hurt them badly enough. My troops are dying incredibly quickly. Like, you can watch that count drop. Seeing if the Shabti will help slow them down a bit, granted, just being able to drop it in the middle of enemy lines will help, but I no longer have any expectations beyond will deal some damage. Also, if you're summoning Shabti, do not get your technological bonuses. I am uncertain if that's on purpose or not. If it's on purpose, that makes them a lot less good than I had thought they were. Let's make absolutely sure Tune Swarm doesn't have a friendly fire effect, because let's face it, in this battle it's the best time to test it. It does not have a friendly fire effect! Nice, I'm slowly chopping them down. Very solid 90 kills. The summoned Shabti have killed 12 already, but they're absolutely gutted. Oh yeah, even if Great Weapon Centaurs decide to go for a walk. Wait. Wait a minute. What? I mean, I've killed about half their troops, but... Ugh. This Cygor! Kill the Beast Lord! If he crumbles, their leadership is going to flag! The Halberdiers are slowly trying to push back the Minotaurs and Shields, but... Oh great, you came back. Why am I not even surprised? I've used up my army powers, I've killed as many of them as I think I can. At this point, it's just down to can my infantry line brawl a few more of them to death. I was hopeful for a little bit that I might be able to achieve a victory of some sort, but... No. That lightning strike battle, -5 leadership penalty, is probably what's going to lose me this. Because I am pushing them pretty hard. It's just that their monstrous creatures are really scary, and there's a lot of them. If this was a choke point fight, I'd probably have lost by now, but they managed to achieve close to numerical parity. They've killed about twice as many of my troops as I've killed theirs. It's not a kill-death ratio that's really acceptable to me. If I kill their Beast Lord, that'd be nice. That might get rid of their bloody lightning strike. But no, keep killing the Beast Lord. Keep killing the Beast Lord. Tomb King, unfortunately, doesn't have much going for him aside from 50% physical resist from the Dawn Stone. Well, something just... That a Ragnarok is shattered? Wait, are they? No. No! No way. No way. I'm not winning this now, am I? That was this situation? Get that spider. Kill their lord. Kill the Lord! He dies and this army crumples! Their leadership is flagging and wavering! Their leadership is flagging and wavering! One more push! Their Lord has died! Their Lord is dead! I repeat, the Lord is dead. They are routing en masse. The enemy is routing. I have achieved victory. The enemy is routing. By some blessed, cursed, psychotic miracle, the enemy is routing. I am going to take advantage of this with all the force that I can muster.
I move!
If I lose every single unit here, this will have been a good fight, because I was very much not in an anti-monster configuration for this. Ugh. If I pull this off, if I win here, oh, will it be delicious. It'll be the hardest fought victory we've had this campaign. Pushed forward by my absolutely bullshit tier infantry, and how amazingly tough they are to actually take down. And my lovely, lovely Casket of Souls. We're seeing shatters. I'm seeing shatters. They're shattering! They're shattering! Army losses, ladies and gentlemen. Army losses. We have taken over 75% casualties, but victory has been attained. Oh, yes, do I call this a victory, AI. I don't even care that I lost a bunch of troops with Veterancy and a Tomb Scorpion. I have won! Oh, frabjous day! Kaloo Kalay! Chortled in his joy. They lost. I would not be able to take this army up against that army if that army was fully intact. It would get fucked. But you know what? You know what? I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be doing that. I lost 4 cards. Okay. Good for you. I'm going to bind your soul.
Bathe in power.
Did I get the book? Am I going to get a cutscene? Draft destroy the army. He marches off towards Cetra. Chase down Nicolendor, the Blade of Skolarl. I think that's how you say it. I don't actually know how you say it, really. Ah, I got the book. Good.
The third of Nagash's books, a tome of 1,000 souls, all singing for their release. The spirits howl and scream. Let their chorus echo our zeal for power.
Oh, am I happy about this. I have a book! Plus 10% research rate, plus 10 canopic jars every turn.
Will be
You
done.
are encamping, good sir. You lost 2 cards of Tomb Guard. You lost a Tomb Scorpion, which I'm going to be replacing with a Necrosphinx. And you lost the Ushabti. Wait, how am I Vanguard? Oh, right, my stance. Get me a Necrosphinx, sir. You're leveling up Sun-Scorched Bones in payment for holy shit. My infantry came through. I don't care if you like playing infantry brawl or not. That battle would not have been won if I had not invested so much in my infantry. It was a Pyrrhic victory that might not even should have been a victory depending on who you ask. But I won. And the only reason I'm not going to play this in Vengeance is because it would just be a slaughter.
Cetra has no use for living slaves.
What do they shoot up so much of? I guess they just spread it out, all the kills out over a bunch of units. Whatever.
Cetra's not.
Whatever, give me their internal organs so I can put them in a jar. Give me your guts and I'll put them in a jar. Doom Kings. Looks like Cetra and Lamashizas are the ones who are going to hunt down this army. As the other guy did not manage to do it due to getting his ass thoroughly kicked. And kicking a thorough amount of ass in the process. Holy shit. That could have gone a lot worse. An upgrade Casket of Souls might have saved me some troops, but that's about the only thing in my tech list that wasn't fully upgraded there. Actually, no, I don't have the Tomb Scorpion buff, do I? I think that's... Yeah, they didn't have the Tomb Scorpion buff with plus 5 melee attack and melee defense. Do they have any other buffs? Let's take a quick look. This is Chariots to Nehekra Warriors. The first dynasty is really the first one you should go for. Because the movement range and the baseline warriors getting better. Those are just both good. Second dynasty is obviously for archers, which are also good, but then you want to start working. But second or fourth is arguable because while Hero Titans are a long way off early on, Tomb Guard are not, and Tomb Guard are good. Once you have Tomb Guard, you can run over a lot of things. We're ending the turn, and unless something interesting happens, ending the episode. Next time, we're going to try and hunt down the Blade of Scalaro from the Eyes of the Jungle. We'll be able to see how good monstrous creatures and the best infantry line that I can possibly make in the form of Cetra. God damn it, I forgot about Ashgora again. Poor boatman, continuously forgotten and neglected. Come on and hurry up. I wonder how that would have been different without a brutal business going, honestly. I'm actually kind of curious. Ah, I got Jarhead. And of course it gets me Jarhead as I'm looking at an army of naval troops. Given Jarhead in real life is a slang for the United States Marines, I'm kind of amused. Just take the campaign one because I'll let you go fast and some more loot. Alright then. Joke's over. Next time, we're not only going to be spending quite a bit of canopic jars, and upgrading things, we're hopefully going to hunt down Book of Nagash number, 4? 4! I was going, okay. Which book is this? Is it the 4th? It's the 4th book I have. And no, it's the actual 4th book. Also, the fact that you can't recollect the 9th book is... just... you know? Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below, or the threads on space battles and sufficient velocity that will be left in the description. And for now, goodbye.